Tanner, I know that when you came in here, you were able to produce at a pretty good rate, especially playing next to Bo. Is that something you think you can pick up where you left off a year ago?
Yeah, I think coming back here or at the end of the year, kind of got my confidence back and looking to translate that into this season and start right from the get-go and not wait 20 games like I did last year or something like that.
What is it about Bo and yourself that worked well?
I think it's kind of the same mentality. Take care of your own end first, and then go from there. And when that happens, it's kind of how I grew up in this league, and he's kind of the same way, so it worked well.
Troy, with the number of additions that have been made on defense, how do you think that's going to change your role at all?
I'm not too sure. Just going to come into camp, work as hard as I can. It's no different than any other season for me. Whether it's the NHL or back in minor hockey, I've always have to prove myself that I can play, and I'm prepared to do that. I feel like I had a good summer, and I'm excited to get going here.
Troy, how do you think your versatility will help too, depending on a given night, if it's what kind of matchup it is, if it's a speed game or maybe more of an up-tempo game or whatever kind it is. The fact you guys have a 6 or 7 now, that guys might be interchangeable, the pairings might be different on a given night. How much do you look forward to something like that?
It makes our team better, obviously, and as a group, after last season, we've talked about kind of the steps we want to take heading into this season. With the additions we made, obviously, I think playoffs is a huge focus for our group, and anytime you can add depth and make your team better in the long run, I think it's going to make every individual player better as well. Friendly competitions, it's a good thing. It pushes you to be better and pushes you to be on top of your game at all times. So it sets a level of excellence that you want to hold.
Two things. I mean, how much will depth help? I mean, knock on wood, you like to think that maybe minutes can be cut back a bit and maybe injuries won't be such a prevalent thing. And do you think that can help? Better depth? Maybe guys play more measured minutes?
Yeah, for sure. At the end of the day, you kind of have to wait and see. Like, injuries aren't something that you prepare for, you're planning for. It's obviously something that you don't want to see happen to your team, and we've had to go through it a couple times the past couple of years with some major injuries. And at the same time, on an individual basis, I feel like it's prepared me for this opportunity to step in this year and understand that I can play in different roles in kind of a different style, and wherever they see fit for me, I'm going to embrace it, because at the end of the day, I want to win games. I want to win a Stanley Cup, and when the team is better, it's going to make me better.
Edler had 10 goals last year, and Myers is probably a power play consideration, whether it's 1 or 2. Only Anaheim, I think, scored fewer goals than you guys from the back end. Do you think how much potential do you think there is on that back end to score more?
I think if you look at Eddie's year, he was really, really good last year, and then Myers has a history of putting up points, and Quinn with his skill set's it's pretty special to watch. Someone's kind of on PD's level when he's out there on the ice. And in saying that, I think good defense is going to lead to better offense, and with the guys we've added, I think that we are going to defend harder, and it's going to allow our forwards to play the puck a little bit more.
Josh, do you know how many wingers are at camp?
I do, yes. I know it's going to be a competitive camp, and I'm used to that. Toronto's kind of done that as well, so it's good competition, and it'll get the boys ready a lot quicker.
I guess you like you said, with your history, you kind of embrace it. I mean, yeah, we've got a lot of wingers here, but look where I was in Toronto, up and down the lineup, and bring it on, and then let's see where the chips fall.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to go out and play your game and work your butt off, and if you do that, usually you'll be good. So hopefully that's what we'll do at camp, and promising start to the year.
Your versatility helps, that you can play both sides?
For sure. I think I've always tried to work on both sides of the wings, just for that reason. You never know what the situation is, and you just got to be ready.
Thank you.
Josh, what was your main focus during your off-season training? And I was wondering if there's a particular sort of goal that you've set for yourself for this year.
Well, I just had a child, so that was the main focus. But after that, just getting better shape. Obviously, this camp was a little harder than the past camps, so just wanted to focus and be ready for that, and just ready for the camp. You never know what happens there, and obviously we got a lot of wingers coming in, so just got ready for that.
Troy, what was your main focus this off-season?
Just improving my all-around game. Sounds cliche, I've said it every single time before the season, but I'm 5'9", 108 pounds. If I take an off-season off, I'm not going to be able to play in this league. So just trying to stay quick, get a bit faster, a bit stronger. It's year 4 now, so I've I found some things this summer that I've done differently than the past summers, and my body feels a little bit better that way, so I'm excited for where I'm at.
Troy, you're carrying the North Dakota flag on your own right now. There's an absence here that's going to sort of dominate the talk around camp. I mean, how much conversation have you had with Brock? And obviously, I mean, how badly do you guys all want him here on the ground and signed and sealed?
I talk to Brock daily. It's no surprise we're pretty tight and went to school together, and obviously we want him here, especially with the expectations that our group's put on ourselves and heading into this season. He's obviously a big piece to that. So at the same time, we're just kind of control what we can control, staying focused on what we can control. And when he comes, obviously he's going to be a big piece to our puzzle, and he's going to help us out greatly. But just wishing him the best. I know for him it's the business side of it, so maybe it's a good opportunity for him to stay close to home and be with his dad.
For both Josh and Tanner, you went through being traded last season. How big of a difference does it make to start the season with this team and to be able to go through camp rather than joining midway through like you both had to do last year?
Yeah, it's definitely beneficial. Obviously, for both of us, at least we got a bit of a taste last year with the team, and obviously Leafs had longer. But yeah, you know the guys coming into camp, which is a huge plus, and you're just not a new face. So you come to camp, you're able to make small talk and talk how the summer went, and it's at the end of the day, it's still 20 guys that pretty much do the exact same stuff all summer. So you got a lot in common, and it's definitely a refresher coming back here.
Yeah, camp, you get to meet everyone at the start of the year. We got a lot of new faces, so everyone got in the last couple weeks, and we got to know each other, went out for some rounds, had some fun. So it was a good little start to this camp, and to get to know the guys before that is good.
Rounds of golf or rounds?
Rounds of golf.
I was waiting for that one.
Yeah. Yeah.